are Jason and Anna.
Hey, no, never mind, Siri.
She's our special guest today in the studio.
Is Siri today. It is episode 6. So I was thinking we would go 10 shows without having an interruption. Evidently, that number is 5.
Yeah. Nothing bad happened. Let's just say that right off the top.
No, God, no.
Just life got real busy.
Amity had a 7-hour birthday party yesterday that you got.
I went to. Yeah. No, it was actually really nice. I enjoyed being there. I just didn't realize it was going to last that long.
And then last week we had soccer tryouts, soccer tryouts at 8 o'clock at night.
Oh, my God.
And then we had the 5th grade Olympiad, which was all day.
All day Saturday.
And all the 5th graders from all the schools around came together and did some goofy Olympic sports, and it was fun to watch. So.
And then on Saturday night, I got food poisoning.
Oh, that's right.
Spent all of Mother's Day in bed.
Yeah.
Feeling unwell, and it really kind of dragged out until about Wednesday. And on Thursday, I came into work and was like, oh my God, I finally feel like myself again.
Yeah. So anyway, we took a break, and maybe we'll try and do 5 more shows.
Yeah.
So
we'll just try and do 5 more weeks here.
Yeah.
But it's so everything's fine.
Because we promised you 10, and I felt bad, and there was no way that I could put. I guess I could have put out a. Hey guys, this is not the podcast, but anyway, if you don't see it, we're okay.
Life happens sometimes.
Okay. And we did get an email, though. We do have at least 2 listeners now, possibly 3, because my sister sent us a reel about how to get rid of rats, and the only way you would have known that is if you listened to the show.
Yep.
But Superfan Carolyn sent us an email saying, hey, I'm listening. She would also like to play a game, but I did not reach out to her this week, but I'll try it next week. And she also wants to know, Anna, have you seen Ted Lasso?
Oh, my God, I love Ted Lasso.
And have you seen Severance?
Also, yes. Now, Ted Lasso, I can say, oh, my God, I love, because I would watch it over and over. Severance, I've seen. I'm disturbed. I'm confused. And I don't want to watch it over and over again. But I enjoy it.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
But I'm also, like, the opening sequence, the running sequence for the opening of season 2 was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, and you and I were talking about shows that we watched, but we didn't like. And we discovered Rings of Power probably is that one show that we really wanted it to be good, I think.
Yeah, I love Lord of the Rings. I love the feel of it, but
there's a second season, and I'm not all that jazzed to go see it.
No.
Also, I watched what's the show with the kids with antlers?
Little Peaky Blinders boy. I don't remember. No, what's it called?
What is it called?
Once again, we're recording, and I haven't had my HRT today, so my brain's not working. Little Reindeer. Oh. Blue Reindeer. Baby Reindeer.
Nope.
Baby?
Ooh, I do want to see Baby Reindeer. But
that's not Baby Reindeer?
No. Oh. It's the one with the baby. It's like an apocalypse, and the kids have like this genetic thing where they're half human. They're hybrids. And what the hell is it called? You know what it's called.
You guys are yelling at us. You're yelling at us right now.
Anyway, I watched the first 2 seasons of that, and then I was like, no, I don't want to watch the 3rd one.
Oh, Sweet Tooth.
There
it is.
Sweet Tooth. Good job, Anna.
Can you believe it? I cannot.
You didn't even watch it.
No.
So, yeah, Sweet Tooth. There's so many apocalypse shows or like virus shows or whatever, and in all of them, sign me up to die first. Speaking of the rat, he has a name now.
Yeah.
It's Cip.
Cip.
Spelled with a C. So, although I haven't seen Cip,
we're going to give Amity some spelling tests this summer.
A couple days. So
I haven't either.
It's warmed up. Maybe he left. Maybe
that's what the dog was barking at in the middle of the night last night.
Oh, maybe.
Cip moving out.
But now we have ants in the kitchen. So, God
damn.
It's like one thing or another. Never buy a house, you guys.
It's not even about, but I guess if we rented, we would still, this would be somebody else's problem.
I did get the ants out of the studio. So I put some poison underneath. The trick with the ants thing is you kill them with this poison, which works really good. You just don't want it like out on your kitchen counter.
Right.
Like, where are the ants? on the kitchen counter. Where do you put the poison? Not. So on the other side of the kitchen, we have a fake outlet that I move over and I put it back behind that and cover it. So then it's
But they're not over there this time.
And they're not over there this time. They're over on the other side.
Exact opposite corner.
I have to figure that out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, do you want to play the warm-up game? Are you ready? Do you have a category?
Apparently I'm sharp. I thought of Sweet Tooth before you. I am on fire.
Shoot.
Just as quick as a whip.
You are on fire. Let me get the stopwatch out. Did you want me to go to you first then, since you're cooking?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's see what happens.
It's not...
Also,
sorry, there's an air show. So
it's going over our house.
That wasn't a jet, though. That was just
That was an old-timey.
Yeah. We live near the Hillsborough Air. Actually, everyone in Washington County has the jets over.
No, they're going over my brother's house in Beaverton.
Yeah.
Like the F-14s or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Like turning around over his house.
God.
So.
And it's cloudy, so I think they're flying a little lower. I'm just waiting for to blow all the glass out of some houses. Okay, 60 seconds on the clock. Name as many characters from the TV show, the American version of The Office.
Oh my God. Okay. There's Dwight and the guy who says, "Do I smell soup?" Okay. What are their names? No, all of a sudden my brain shut down. It's John Krasinski. His name is like, not John, but maybe it's Jim.
Yep. Oh,
And Pam.
Oh, yep.
And Angela.
Yep.
And,
Who's the boss?
Steve Carell. Michael.
Yep.
Michael Scott. And, Toby. Everybody hates Toby. Yep. Okay. And, Phyllis.
Yeah.
And, what's BJ? Is his name BJ? No. What's his name? BJ, what's his name?
BJ Novak.
Novak. I feel like his name
That's weird, because some of them do go by their real names, but some don't.
And then there's Mindy Kaling, but I don't know what her character's name is.
1.
And, yeah, okay.
There's Creed.
Oh, Creed! That's who I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking. Ooh, is somebody making soup? I think you did good.
And I didn't watch it long enough, so I don't know who, I don't know Ed Helms' name. I don't know.
Andy.
Okay. And what's her name from Kimmy Schmidt, the actress?
Oh, right.
She's in it.
Yep.
And then also the guy, Doug Judy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's out in the warehouse. I don't remember his name, but I love him.
What's mine? 60 seconds on the clock.
Okay. Ready?
Nope. But go ahead.
Okay. Name as many musical numbers in Disney movies as you can.
It's like the songs? Mm-hmm.
Name the songs.
Oh, so Let It Go?
There you go.
Is that one? Oh, yeah. Love is an Open Door. Are these just songs?
Yeah. Just list songs.
And then Summer. It's just all from the movie
You're
Frozen.
Just going to start with Frozen.
I'm just going with the ones I've got. This little town. What's the one in Beauty and the Beast? The pretty little town one. And this. That's too expensive. Les Poissons and part of that world, part of your world, and Poor Unfortunate Souls. These I'm just sticking with as many Disney songs as I can, and
it is Disney.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
Shoot, and then what is that song in Pinocchio? I don't know. A Tale as Old as Time. And part of that Magic Carpet one. What's that? A Whole New World. That's my time.
There you go. It's hard when you have to think about it.
Yeah. So I just
you did really well actually. That was a lot.
Because I
went back to the 90s.
I stuck
just nailed it. 90s
in a movie and cleaned that up. I just saw one of the movie accounts I follow on Instagram got a preview of Lilo and Stitch and said it was good.
I never believe those guys. They're just a bunch of. They're paid to say that.
I think so too, but
because this seems to be happening pretty frequently. That the lead up to it, all the people online are like, "Oh, I love this movie," and then the actual reviews come out, and it just tanks on Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't know.
No, that happened with the Minecraft movie.
Oh,
remember there was a huge lead up to it, and people were all excited. Same with Snow White. People didn't like Snow White.
Oh, really? People liked Snow White?
They did leading up to it, and then they hated it. Yeah. They're just, listen, PR firms are running social media now.
I know.
So you can't believe
told me
anything.
Some scary stories
anymore. Yeah, the whole Blake Lively thing was horrifying.
Okay.
And I don't know even who did what in that. I'm not taking sides, but just like the background of the work that PR firms do now to make you believe things or dislike people online is insane. And I was pissed when I found out about it because I thought I was savvy and I'm not. Did I just go off on a high horse?
I don't know if we're going to the Lilo and Stitch movie or not. I know that
I'm not, but you guys can.
It comes out against Mission Impossible 8.
That's where I'm going.
So, but what is it? Well, it's next week. So Elliot's not even going to be here. So
yeah. So she doesn't care about Mission Impossible. Amity would be way too stressed, and
we took them all the last one.
Did we?
Yeah, we all went because we watched a couple of them here, and they were. I mean, I thought it was fascinating. They talked about how those movies were made. Basically, they spend a year just coming up with stunts, filming those stunts, and then after that's all filmed, they write around it
Yep.
to make the story. Which is why it's always so like,
what?
Oh, they tried something, it failed. They tried something, it failed. It's like always the same formula.
Now we got to do this.
Yeah.
We've been disavowed.
Yeah.
I know. Did you know that the first Mission Impossible movie, remember that one?
Yeah.
Came out 29 years ago.
Wow.
He's been doing those movies for 29 years. I mean, off and on, obviously.
Well, this is only the 8th one.
But still.
Yeah.
And it takes a long time to film them.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my God.
But really, they're all about the stunts and the gadgets and stuff anyway.
Yeah.
It's not really about the super confusing story that no one on Earth can follow.
Right.
It's just about how do they get from
They were like,
stunt to stunt
I
to
want
stunt.
to jump into this thing and only have this much. Yeah.
Okay, we will be right back.
Getting kinda hangry, eating Oreos again. Playing games and smiling like the night will never end. We're rolling out the stories and the memories that last. With pop culture fun and a blast from the past.
This episode is sponsored by Cordyceps Cleanse, the only detox designed for life after the collapse of society. Whether you're surviving in the quarantine zone or just trying to outpace your inner fungal demons, Cordyceps Cleanse flushes your system and leaves you 87% less susceptible to mushroom-based nightmares. Now in 3 delicious flavors: Rationberry, Dusty Vanilla, and Regret. Cordyceps Cleanse, because your gut should not be the end of civilization.
Seacrest, ow! Seacrest, ow! Hey, pass the Oreos.
We watched The Sandlot.
Yeah, we did.
And so it's our summer of baseball movies.
Oh.
And that we're showing to Amity because she's playing softball.
And loves it.
And Sandlot, it was cute. It was great. I mean, you always hear the line, you're killing me, Smalls. And I knew it was coming. I thought it would be baseball related.
Nope.
But
I had no idea what that movie was about. I really liked it.
I liked it too. And it was really just about a summer of friendship, not really as much about baseball as they kind of make it out to be. Because mostly it's about that Hercules dog and trying to get the ball back.
I love it.
But
it was so good.
Yeah, it was really cute. And I'm glad we watched with Amity. So, because
I liked it a lot.
She likes crappy movies, so it's a good every once in a while to show her a good movie. But we're really looking forward to the Minecraft movie in our house. I know you're not.
Nope.
So, but we can rent it now.
Yeah, I'll just go do something
Or
else.
for $5 more, you can buy it.
Nope.
I don't know if that's a risk I'm willing to
it'll
take.
end up on HBO Max, which, by the way, is what it's called again.
Yeah, they're switching it back. Duh.
You know what I still call it? HBO.
HBO.
You know why? Because every time they open a movie, it says HBO. And it has that like the...
Well, HBO is still a thing.
Yeah.
The app is what they
HBO
can't
Max.
figure out how to name.
Yeah.
And that's the dumb
It's
thing.
just
So.
HBO, you dinguses.
Yeah. I finished my book, Space 1969 by Bill Oakley, which is mostly a radio drama that you can get through Audible, which was really funny. And I highly recommend it if you're looking for something goofy. The best part is Richard Nixon is the narrator, but he narrates it while going out through his regular life. So he's like, people are like, are you talking to me? He's like, no, I'm narrating. Anyway, it's
That's funny.
And then it's Natasha Lyonne, who is like the lead.
Yeah.
And, her voice. She has a very distinct
I
voice.
enjoy her.
And it's funny. And there's swearing and space travel and the Beverly Hillbillies, and because it takes place in 1969, so it's like the pop culture of the time.
Beverly Hillbillies.
And then JFK doesn't get assassinated. He goes on, and then
because he died in 1963. So
yeah, but he goes on to create this space station and moon base and all this stuff, and then it's.
Cool.
Nixon hates him, but he's still the narrator of the book, and so it's pretty funny. But then I started Big Dumb Eyes by Nate Bargatze. I think they might have just rushed this out because of his popularity right now, because I was kind of like, meh. It's just like stories of his life growing up and stuff. It's not as funny as you would hope it would be, but I'm going to keep listening to it for a little bit. So
Okay.
There you go. Should we talk about TV?
Yeah. Also, we have only about 10 minutes until one of us has to go get a kid, and it's you, because I got to go see my dad.
Oh, another birthday party.
I know.
Never ends.
My friends.
Scarlett Johansson on Saturday Night Live.
Oh my gosh, what a disappointment. Not Scarlett in general. Like,
No.
she's great, but the sketches were just flat.
Yeah.
It was like they ran out of steam
Yep.
a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
It was too bad. They tried to bring back Ego doing the thing that got so much attention. The problem is it got so much attention because everybody yelled and swore.
Yeah.
And so, like, it wasn't her bit that was that funny. It was the fact that
It's kind of funny.
it is funny, but it's, I don't know.
And I was disappointed that they didn't play up the Colin Jost, Scarlett Johansson stuff more.
Yeah.
He wasn't even in the monologue song at the beginning.
No.
The monologue song wasn't even funny. It was just more like
Nostalgic.
sentimental.
Yeah.
So that was unfortunate. Last
But in
of Us.
true Saturday Night Live fashion.
It was fine. It was fun.
It was
And then there was the weekend update where they do each other's jokes, which gets worse and worse. Well, I mean, it's funny-ish.
Yeah, but
it
it's
just becomes
horrifying.
really horribly uncomfortable and racist.
Yep.
Last of Us. I got to be honest. I'm not very excited about this season of Last of Us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm just sort of bored.
Oh.
It's like, what is? They're just
It's
sort
just
of
revenge.
like, it's just sort of plodding along, but I don't really know why. I mean, like their whole mission is just a revenge based thing, and
I guess I can identify with that. I'm totally fine with it.
I'm fine with it. It's good. It's just I'm not excited to watch it every week like I was last time.
You know what's funny? I am, because you just said it, and I was like, oh, it's Sunday. Yes. We have a new episode tonight, and it's a whole flashback episode with Pedro
Well,
Pascal.
I do want to see that one.
Yeah,
So,
because Pedro's coming back.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Daddy's back.
Yep. But yeah, I'm sorry you feel that way. I definitely am still fully on board, and I am on board with the...
Last season, it was all about finding the cure, or like,
Yeah.
and that's they
Getting
had
her
a
to
destination. They had somewhere they had to go to. There's a lot of traveling, a lot of different aspects, and this time it's we need to kill Abby.
Yeah. No, I'm cool with that. Let's get her.
All right, and I'm still watching it. I'm not as excited. But
What else? What else is there to do in that world? You may as well go on a cross-country trip of revenge. There's nothing else to do.
True.
So. But, okay, so there are a couple of things this season that are annoying me. A, the Deus Ex Machina.
Are you Greek?
Yeah, no. Hand of God saving grace thing that happened last week, which was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then also, they've been doing some, like, picturesque shots that are a little bit too... perfect and a little too, like, we know she's gonna walk into that light and play the guitar, and there were a couple of other shots that I was like, this is probably, just copying what they saw on the game is my guess for some of these shots, but it seems to be like more this season than the last season.
I mean, they're cool looking sets, but it kind of ruins the realism for you, or the
it just it's I'm a little uncomfortable with it because it's a little hokey, and it takes me out of it because I'm like, oh, they've set this up rather than this organically happened, right? This event or this interaction organically happen. No, it's set up for them for this thing to happen.
Right.
And bleh, I don't like that.
We watched the Conan O'Brien Mark Twain prize.
That was enjoyable.
It is on Netflix, and it is very, very funny. And just so many people just ripping into Conan, but also like idolizing him so much. It's really funny. I mean, it starts with John Mulaney, and he's funny, and then like Will Ferrell and
they were all
Dave
great.
Letterman,
Everybody was great.
and then Stephen Colbert doing a Hot Wings on there, and like all these characters from over the years. And
when the characters part was funny because I was like, oh my god, I had forgotten about all of those characters, and they come back, and we were laughing, and of course Amity was watching with us because we're terrible parents, and
I was going to talk about the studio.
our poor children have 2 different childhoods.
Yep. But at least when we could sense the graphic sex scene coming in the studio,
We were
I
like,
tried
"You're
to pause
out.
it, and
You're
I
out."
got a little bit of butt and
Yep.
a half of a naked guy. But
Yep, really.
and she voluntarily got up and left.
She's like, never mind.
Because the thing with Amity is swearing isn't a big issue in the house, so she can handle that. But when it gets into the sex stuff for the
Or super violent or
inappropriate,
something. Yeah,
then
like
we're
beyond like
no.
PG-13.
Yeah.
Then it's a no. But yeah.
So yeah, watch that. 4 Seasons. We watched half of that.
I'm really enjoying 4 seasons.
I like it too.
I love that. I love every person in the cast.
Yeah.
So I keep wanting to I know we're trying to watch more things and just have a but I'm excited to finish that show. I like it a lot.
And I like Tina Fey and Will Forte together. They're pretty funny.
Yeah.
Steve Carell is, ever since he was the creepy guy on the morning show, he kind of has that
Creepy asshole vibe.
Like now he's the creepy old guy with the young girlfriend.
Yep.
And we're only halfway. We've made it to fall.
But Carrie Kenny is in it, and I saw a post of hers the other day on social, and she was like, I can't believe I'm even part of this crew. These guys are like mainstream funny, and I am fringe funny.
Right.
And she's like, this has been the best experience. And then what's really funny is a picture of her like laughing and hugging the woman who plays Steve
girlfriend.
Carell's younger girlfriend, right? And so it's so funny to be like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they can be friends in real life. But
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying it.
And had the Alan Alda cameo, which is great. So
I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
highly enjoyed that. Andor. Okay, let's talk about Andor for a second because we've only watched 2. I hear that episodes 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 are they have all have 95% on IMDb.
Let's just skip
They're
ahead.
good. But you kind of need episode 4 is where the show starts to take off.
Okay.
And so we need to watch 3 and 4. I think we just need to sit down and watch it because we're a little bit in the weeds and not knowing what's going on. But maybe we'll just let it flow over us. The problem is it's 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
And shows should not be that long. We need to pass a law. We need a presidential executive order.
Yes.
That shows cannot be more than 29 minutes long. Because when I see when Murderbot, when we saw that it was 29 minutes, I'm like, yes, because I will watch that.
I can watch that. Same with 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Those are half-hour shows.
Yep.
And we're just like, oh my God, I can consume this. Because it's very hard in our current life. And I realize when children are gone and we have an empty nest, it'll be a totally different
We're
story.
going to have nothing to do except watch.
I hope not. Watch TV.
Watch.
We got to find other things to do. But it is,
That Kathy Bates show.
right now, it is so hard to watch more than one show a night. And if it's an hour, we're like, oh, it's 9:45. It's too late
Yeah.
to turn this on. So,
I go to bed at 10:30.
yeah.
And Amity goes to bed at 8:30, but it usually ends up being 10:30.
It's weird.
How that happens.
It's weird how that works.
So, anyway, we really need to stick to it because I read something about if it weren't for episode 4, the Death Star plans never would have been leaked. So they're starting to get to the actual story at some point. And I want to watch it. The studio, we watched 1 more, 2 more. Still enjoying it. Still can only take it in little bits
Small
and
doses.
pieces because of Seth Rogen being such an ignoramus. But
And it's just really intense. I did like the last episode, which was less about Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
It was more about the two. It was Ike, and I don't know what the other co-star is, but like the sub characters, fighting over greenlighting stuff and just like manipulating each other. And I thought I liked that episode actually.
Yeah.
Like here's what's going on below the guy kind of thing. But I think it's hilarious how they're all still like totally starstruck. So like. Yeah, I guess it was the previous episode they were going to go tell whatever his name is, the guy with the red hair, Imaginary Entertainment.
Opie?
Yeah, Ron Howard, about his movie, and they all got starstruck by Anthony Mackie. And we're just like, I can't say anything, and fawning over it. It was really funny.
Yeah. And Welcome to Wrexham is back. Love that show.
Oh,
We
I know.
watched The
I was
first
like,
2 episodes.
oh my God, I love this show.
We love it. I love it because of the soccer aspect. Also, I love the Tom Brady news nemesis. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And then just the little stories of the town, too. I love that they put that in and add it, and it makes the town so great. And, the Ukrainian story was sad and
So
also
good.
uplifting.
I know.
And I feel that I would not want to buy coffee out of the back of a horse carrier, but
That's fine.
maybe.
Yeah.
And it was all coffee.
I know, it was hilarious.
For
I was
people that drink
why
probably
are
a lot of
they-
tea.
Why
Yeah.
are they drinking so much coffee in Wales? I have no idea.
But
But
watch
it was
that.
really watery looking coffee coming from that horse trailer.
And it was funny because those men's soccer is so different. It's a lot more aggressive and physical.
Yeah.
And last night, Elliot and I were out to dinner and we watched the Timbers game on the giant screen at the at food carts. And it was weird to see somebody else, some other people in my soccer stadium.
Right.
But it was, of course, Portland versus Seattle. So it was,
It was
sold
huge.
out. It was nuts full of people.
No, there was like a Timber Joey had like a gutted fish. It was hilarious in the ads for it. It was really good.
But also, just like the goalie kicks it down to the other goalie. That's how much it's different. But it was fun to watch, and we didn't watch the whole thing. But
I love the women's game more. I think it's way more graceful.
Yeah.
And it even feels more strategic, whereas the men's game just feels insane.
Yeah.
And like they're just using every dirty, stinky, broken body part to like, it's just, it is way, I don't enjoy the men's game because the women's game is graceful and I like that
okay.
about it.
But the moment you've all been waiting for, we watched Murderbot, and I would like Anna to tell me if she's fallen in love with a robot.
No. No. Skarsgård? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny, though.
It was okay.
And his favorite TV show with
That was funny.
Clark Gregg and
Yeah.
Jack McBrayer and is it John Chu? No, John. What's his name? Harold and Kumar.
Right.
It's Harold.
Harold, come on.
I can't remember names anymore.
I think it is John Chu.
But that's also the director
That's
of Wicked.
the director. We're getting our Chews, but he's got a last name of Chu, doesn't he?
I think Jim? Jerry? It's Jerry.
Jerry Chu.
Jerry Chu.
It's probably not either of those. That was funny. That
I
part
thought it was funny. I thought that the hippies that they're with is a funny angle
Right.
to have. And I think I want to watch more of it. And the question that is on everyone's mind.
Where did Andrew Skarsgård's penis go? Is that the question?
But there was full frontal robot nudity.
Yep.
And Amity it was so funny because, of course, he's a Ken doll, but she's like standing there staring.
I didn't realize
Honey,
she was there.
it's PG-13, I guess. It's fine.
It was okay. I wished it was more clever, I guess.
It may be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to give it. This was very much exposition, the first one.
Yep.
So we should watch some more and see where it goes.
Yeah. No, I'll give it a try. Also, 30 minutes long. So
Also, you
less
hate
than
robots.
30.
So
I do hate robots. I have a weird, like, I just don't care about them.
yeah,
I'm dead in the inside when it comes to robots.
I know. I love it.
Isn't it weird?
That's my favorite part about you.
I can never, I can never watch a show that makes you want to. Although we talked about this already, right?
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
Short Circuit. Number 5 is alive.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break and come back with the Amélie Game. Stay tuned.
This episode is sponsored by Hangry Candle Company. the candle brand for people who feel things, mostly hunger. Whether you're stressed, snacky, or just one minor inconvenience away from a full-blown meltdown, Hangry Candle Company has a scent for that. Every candle smells like something delicious and comes with just the right amount of attitude. Check out all the Hangry goodness at hangrycandles.com and use code Seacrest for a sweet little discount. Hangry Candle Company. Let your home smell how you feel.
Hey, here we go. We haven't done the Amélie game in like 45 years.
That is probably true.
So we're just going to do our basic, generic, run-of-the-mill, here's your life, likes and dislikes, nothing particular.
Okay.
And would you like to start? Do you have any likes, Anna?
It was not hard to come up with my likes.
Oh, okay.
And here's the funny thing. It was hard to come up with my dislikes because there are a lot of really specific things that I dislike, and I don't want to call anybody out or anything like that. And so I was like, wow.
That's not what this platform is for.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a like.
Okay. I like, there's a new account, well, I don't know if it's a new account, but I discovered it, Melanie on Instagram. She does the WDNC account, which is We Do Not Care about, and it's for perimenopausal and menopausal women. And she just gets submissions and reads off the things we do not care about. And it is very gratifying, and it feels like a whole community, and I love it.
Do you have an example?
Oh, there's lots. Like, you know, we do not, this one resonated with me because I share this one. We do not care that our thighs have rubbed a big hole in our pants, because our favorite pants, because no one can see it and we're going to keep wearing them. And I have those are my black Gaiam pants. I love them. There's a hole way up there, but nobody sees it. So
I'm not the target audience for this account.
No, it's really good. And most of it's like, we do not care that you're cold. Don't touch the thermostat. And we do not care that you're hungry. Go figure it out. We're not making dinner. And I was like, oh, okay. Yes.
I like the Ira Glass stand-up comedy. He was just on the Mike Birbiglia podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And evidently, like 10 years ago, he did some stand-up for a NPR thing. And then he's like, they played it and dissected it on Mike's show, because his show is all about how you coming up with comedy, working through stand-up. So he has stand-ups on and they go through their acts and they work on jokes and stuff. And so they just took apart his 10-minute stand-up routine, and it was hilarious. And so I would like to see a full Ira Glass stand-up, because he's so NPR guy, right? Like This American Life, and so it's funny to hear his stand-up. It's like about hiking.
It's so Rick Steves.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. All right, are we doing more likes?
Yeah, let's get those out of the way, and then we'll end on a sour note.
Random. I like avocado smoothies.
Don't we all?
I love them. No, we don't.
No,
I talked to my coworkers into getting one. They were horrified.
Really?
Yes, and I was like, "But it's so good," and they're like, "No, it's not." Like, but it's so smooth. And
where
it's
did you
just
get
right
avocado
sweet.
Smoothies?
Oh, up the street at the food carts.
Oh, and did they all get one and they hated them?
No, just one person got one
and hated it.
Them. Yeah.
I mean, it's scary to try one, but they are pretty good.
Yeah, they like the sweeter ones, like the mango.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. And I was like, no, it's the avocado smoothie for me.
Okay, good. I like clean dogs, so Neville got his spa day. He did get body shamed again, but I think we need to switch his food, because he's still on his puppy food, and he's clearly turning into an old man, and he's still eating the young puppy stuff that is high in calories, and he is becoming a blimp of kind. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, my third like is the Clifton Strengths. So that's what we did at a work conference last week, or retreat, and it's you can look it up, Clifton Strengths, and it's this very like positive thing that we did, and you take this test online, and you just are, it's all just positive. Like there's two ends of the spectrum, and you're like, what do you agree with more, right? So I agree with this, I agree with that, and so none of it's disagree or anything like that. And so just lists like your strengths, nothing about weaknesses, and it was really interesting.
It's not a personality test. It's a what are you good at?
Yeah, it's what your strengths are.
What are you good at?
My first one, which I thought was really funny, is called Relator, and I was like, what? Because of the way that I answered most of the questions about being in groups and that kind of thing, I was like, no, absolutely not. I like to have a small number of friends. I like to one-on-one. I hate being in groups. I don't like talking to groups, and it turns out that that's what it is. Like, it's a one-to-one.
Oh, okay.
Group thing. Like, that's one of my strengths, my first strength. And then also like organization and execution, right? So not just organizing things, but actually making it happen. And one of my strengths is called it's a word that they use, which I'm pretty sure they made up, called intellection, but it really just means like you need to think about things and you need like a space to do that. And I was like, oh yeah, that's totally right. So yeah.
Cool. Well, good. I'm glad you finally figured out what you're all about.
I also want to tell you right now, there are 3 squirrels, and they're getting a little squirrely.
Oh, well, it is that time.
But there's 3.
They do have babies. I could tell you all about the squirrel reproductive cycles, but I won't get into that.
They're kind of small squirrels. Maybe
have you seen the blackberry bushes out there? They're taller than me now. They're growing too fast.
I know.
I need to
We're
go
gonna
out
have to
there
call
and
someone in.
chop it down tomorrow.
Pay money.
I'm afraid they might be getting too big for me to weed whack, though.
I know. We're gonna have to pay some money.
My third like is that softball is a weenie sport, and when it rains, you don't have to go.
It is not an all-weather sport.
Because it was raining like a sprinkling the other day. I'm like, what is the rain-out policy? And it's really up to the field. Like, we'll go to a soccer game, and we'll experience all 4 seasons at a soccer game. Snow, rain, sunshine, the whole bit. And a little bit of rain here in Oregon, and they cancel a softball game.
Same with baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really funny. But of course, our kid who has only ever played soccer, right?
Yeah.
Is like, what? Why? And we're like, I don't know.
Because you can't slide in the mud.
Yeah, they said the field is flooded. I don't know. But, they're like the rain days. The kids love the rain soccer games the most. So the Oregon kids.
What don't you like? And don't use names.
Nope, no games. No names.
No games. Play games, but don't do names.
It's such a struggle.
Okay.
I don't like feeling like if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself, because I want to have other people do the things and trust them to do the things. And I see things going to hell sometimes, and I'm like, do I step in or do I just watch it from afar? Because I said my piece. I said this is going to happen. Now it's happening. So
I guess just how negatively is it going to impact your life?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And that's how you have to, like, what hill do I die on?
Is anybody watching Twisters right now?
No, she's watching, well, I don't know. She was watching softball.
Oh, well, my phone just popped up with the remote app, and it says the Twisters is playing in the entertainment room, and I know she did not like that movie.
She did not like that movie, so she might be watching it, but we were watching college softball.
Yeah.
Which was kind of cool because she needs to see like what softball
she watched it, but she was also very bored. I said, yeah, watching baseball, softball is boring, but I like watching your games because they're entertaining. Because you never know where that ball's gonna go. Dislike air shows.
Oh my God, that's my dislike.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, same with this.
God, I hate it so much. It was so funny because I had to drive. I don't know if you guys remember earlier in the show, we had to break because I had to go over to Topgolf and pick up Amélie, and I had to drive by the airport. And it's like trying to stay on the road, because it's the plane that's putting out the smoke and going up and doing
everybody's
loops and everyone's looking. I'm like, which of these cars in front of me are watching the road and which are watching the air show going by? And then, I'm in the parking lot, and that's when the jets come out, and they're just like doing circles all over the place. I'm like, we're stopping at Starbucks for a minute because I don't want to drive with all these planes over my head.
Yep. No, I feel the same way. So that is my second dislike. Yeah. And the thing is, like, I really love to watch like the Thunderbirds or something like that. This one's sort of like not quite top tier air show. And so there's nothing really to see when they're going over our house, but they're so loud.
Yeah.
And But I've been to an air show before, and I don't enjoy sitting on the tarmac and having it be so loud. And usually it's hot. At least it's cool.
Not hot right now. It would be a good time to go because normally it's in like August and it's like 150 degrees on the tarmac.
The big one is in September in McMinnville, and that's usually where you get like the Blue Angels or the Thunderbirds. But this one is just annoying every year. And I was like, oh,
I think
why
this
didn't
is
we
like,
go out of town?
Like Rick and his jets or something. I don't know.
I don't know. And then there's people everywhere, all along the sides of the roads, catching a glimpse, and
Okay, so my next one is coding with AI. So I've been trying to use AI more to just try and have it supplement my life, make my life better, but not take over my life. And so I've been trying to do some programming and having it do the stupid stuff that you have to type over and over and over again. But I swear to God, I've been coding with ChatGPT a little bit, and it's like it'll introduce a bug. I'll have it try and fix the bug, and then it will fix that, and it'll bring back a different bug, and we will go in circles for like half an hour. I'm like, I don't think you're going to replace me just yet.
Nope.
But
That's
eventually it will, but not yet. Yeah. So that's my second dislike. What's your final dislike, sweetheart?
My final dislike, not naming names, is the pizza franchise that gave me food poisoning over last weekend. Now, here's the deal with that pizza franchise. Because everyone's so litigious, I'm not going to say the name of it or even a hint. But you had pizza with a bug in it.
Yeah.
A pretty big one from there. And I think we might have to be done and go farther down the road to the other pizza place because...
I mean, I really like it. The problem is I really like that pizza. Clearly, there was a bug in the spinach.
Yeah.
And it died, and it was just it was
baked.
A green bug. You couldn't see it. I understand why it was there.
But you felt like you thought you tasted a bug the second time around, too.
Yes, last time when you got sick. So I thought, oh, maybe you ate the bug. But
no, I'm pretty sure it was the marinara.
Yeah, because you're the only one that had the marinara
sauce. I'm the only one who had it. Yeah, everybody had everything else, and nobody got sick.
I've been telling you, stop buying that cheesy bread.
I love that.
You're the only one that eats the cheesy bread.
No. Elliot and I ate the cheesy bread, but she made her own like garlic butter dip for it, and I just had the marinara dip. So that was it.
Got it.
Yeah. Still not telling you where it was from, but they're on my list.
My final dislike, I will name names. Elliot will be at Disneyland next weekend without us.
And we will not be there.
We will not be there. And we just went in February, so it's not like it's pulling that hard on me, but just she's going to be, I mean, she's going with her high school friends. It's going to be so much fun for her. It's going to be an absolute blast. Plus, she goes once a year, so she's like the Disneyland expert to all her friends. So they're going to have fun with her, and she's going to make sure they have a good time.
Good trip for them.
They're going to have fun, but I am a little bit jealous.
Oh, me too. And she's, so I know, like we've known for months and months that she's going, right? 9 months. And a couple days ago, she said, I am going to Disneyland next week. And I was like, oh. Because up until that moment, I was really excited for her. I was just like, whatever. And then it just hit me, and I was like, I'm not going to Disneyland next week. So that hurt.
If you have likes and dislikes, you can call the fan line at 1-888-240-9031, and if we play your stuff on the show, maybe you'll get a candle. I don't know. I'm just trying to get rid of all these candles, you guys.
Pretty much.
For the next Amélie game, but then of course we're gonna have 45 people call, but we only have 2 fans, so I don't know. I don't want to overpromise and then not run out. So anyway. That's everything for the Amélie game. I'm going to play the song of the week. I had my AI friend and I came up with a song for the robot on Murderbot. It's called All Ken Down There.
Oh.
So here it is.
I've got muscles, I've got skin, a jawline sharp enough to win. Programmed hot, I play the part, but under all this, a blank restart. I took a hit, then dropped my shield. They dragged me in, my fate revealed. No mystery, no underwear, just shiny smooth like I don't care.
Look, before you ask, yes, I look human. Yes, I have hair, I have pores, I even get synthetic acne if I forget my cleanser. But below the equator, it's just design choice. Corporate didn't spring for the deluxe model. They gave me the body of a hero and the crotch of a mannequin at Banana Republic.
I'm all Ken down there, not built to pair. No plug-in, no port, no need to stare. You've got baggage, I've got air. It's blank and beige, and I'm aware. Arana gasped, Mensa frowned. I crossed my legs and looked around. They saw my truth, my blank despair. I'm optimized, but not down there. I string your dramas, I feel your pain. I saved your lives again and again. But still you stare at the missing gear, like my worth's attached to what's not here. All Ken down there, no sword to bear, just armor, wit, and vacant air. Still I protect, still I care. A hero's heart with a factory stare. So judge my shape, I won't compare. I'm red, I'm weird, I'm almost rare. No junk, no shame, just self-aware. I'm all Ken down there, and I don't care.
Okay, Anna, that's all I got for you. That's it this week.
I think that's enough.
We're going to go watch Last of Us and probably cry or figure out why Ellie knows. Because I was pretty sure she didn't know. And then she said she knew. And now I want to know why she said she knew.
Well, they're going to explain what the rift was between them.
I guess so.
We're going to build up to that. I don't know if I'll cry. I cried. Really, the only one that I just like absolutely full on sobbed for was that episode with Nick Offerman and what's his name?
And the Australian guy.
Yeah. Oh God, that was one of the best things I've ever seen on TV. So I don't know, but you never know with me these days.
You don't. I've got all the emotions in the house right now.
They're all the emotions, but we also go on walks sometimes, and I just cry.
It's true.
Go on a walk.
It's really weird because Anna will go on a walk. We'll talk about her dad or something, and I listen. I go back and then I try and make a joke at some point that isn't either really super inappropriate, so it's funny, or as just to kind of make you laugh a little bit. But I don't want to make fun of your plight,
sorrow.
But sometimes it is just
No, I think you do a pretty good job of just,
nailing it.
And you're funny because you're like, is this a crying walk? Like, no, I'm okay today. I'm okay.
Just going to go cry? All right,
But
let's go.
I never really know for sure because it doesn't take much.
No.
You guys, I'm so sorry. That's such a bummer. But really, that's true life. Also, by the way,
life sucks. Just listen up.
It's really hard. If you have aging parents, and I don't mean parents who are like ill, but I mean you're seeing them age, right?
Yeah.
You need to read this book called Being Mortal by Atul. I can't remember his last Gawande. Anyway, it is really important to read that book as you are seeing your parents age because it's incredibly helpful. It's like a handbook. So that's my last minute book recommendation.
Anna, the book segment was earlier in the show.
I just thought of it, and I think everybody needs to read that book or listen to it.
I have not yet, which I probably should.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So coming up, we've got graduation and stuff. So who knows if we're gonna miss another show? But we're doing 10, and then we're gonna take a small break, and then we'll come back.
Well, then Ginger's coming to town.
Oh, Ginger's coming to town.
Yeah.
All right.
Like 2 weeks. So.
And we're going to Book of Mormon that Friday night too.
Yeah.
So holy crap.
We're going to make it work, you guys. Don't worry. But listen, and it's just like we're. I don't know what we were thinking starting this now because we know that May is the craziest month of the year for people with kids in school and sports and all that stuff. Yeah. So.
But we love you, and we love doing this.
Yeah. Nice
I think it's good for Anna and I to have this time together, even if it's only half an hour once a week.
In 10-minute chunks.
Oh, we go away for longer between the breaks.
Then you
know.
realize it was a few hours this time. Had to go see what was going on. Watch some baseball with my dad.
Yeah.
So,
all right, that's everything this time. I'm Jason.
I'm Anna.
Seacrest.
Fun won't end till Seacrest out. Getting kinda hangry, eating Oreos again. Playing games and smiling like the night will never end. We're rolling out the stories and the memories that last. With pop culture fun and a blast from the past. Pop, 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 poppity pop, pop, poppity pop. We're guessing, laughing, catching a thrill. Give us a call, join in, you know.
Pop Culture Fun Time with Jason and Anna is produced by Morley Studios and is a Delta Park project. Theme music by Overwrought Music Therapist. For hot takes, questions, or pop culture rants, call the Pop Culture Fime hotline at 1-888-240-9031 or email jason@morleystudios.com. Visit popculturefuntime.com for episodes, show notes, and bonus nonsense. If you like the show, rate and review it wherever you get your podcasts. Your review might just get read on a future episode. Unless it's mean, then we'll just cry about it off mic. Subscribe, share, and tell a friend who thinks Three Amigos still holds up. Because it does. And remember, if you want to score the coveted Seacrest Out candle, you've got to play a game with us on the show. Reach out today and prepare to lose.
Games and smiling like the night will never end. We're rolling out the stories and the memories that last. With pop culture fun and a blast from the past. Hey, getting kinda hangry, eating Oreos again. Playing games and smiling like the night will never end. We're rolling out the stories and the memories that last. With pop culture fun and a blast from the past. Pop culture fun and a blast from the past. Oh, we're guessing, laughing, catching a thrill. Give us a call, join in, you know the drill. Grab a snack, take a seat, don't hesitate. It's pop culture fun, don't be late. The good times only end when we shout Seacrest out. Pop culture fun time, that's what it's all about. Seacrest out, Seacrest out. Hey, pass the Oreos!